Guys, I think we need to get a little bit serious here.
Ladies and gentlemen, lovely viewers, welcome to a brand new YouTube video. I hope you've had a good day, because I certainly have. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing the TommyInnit and Ranboo quote-unquote drama. I say quote-unquote drama because the situation at hand isn't actual proper beef between these two content creators. This is something like a lot of the drama within the Minecraft sphere at the moment is being entirely manufactured by their fans. But before we get into the topic at hand, if you haven't already, please consider leave a like, subscribing, and hit the notification bell. It really helps out the channel, especially if you do enjoy the content. But without further ado, let's dive into the topic at hand. Now, all of this drama originated from something that Ranboo recently said on one of his streams that caused up a bit of controversy. People believe that on his stream, Ranboo was openly mocking TommyInnit square videos. Now, if you don't know what TommyInnit square videos are, I don't blame you. I personally avoid them like the Black Plague. TommyInnit square videos are his main type of content now, where he sits down in a square video format and talks about his emotions and how mentally unwell he's feeling. And sometimes he might even slap one of those videos on a t-shirt and sell it to you for an outrageous price.
I just start feeling kind of self-doubtful about everything I'm doing and just a bit hopeless and pointless. And it's probably because, like, of all the shit that... Can you stop, man? Because it's probably because of all the shit that happened and, you know, a mate dying. Take that.
If you buy a t-shirt that has a thumbnail and title of somebody's mental breakdown video, then you are an utter freak. But if TommyInnit wants to sit down and do that and sell that t-shirt, that's his prerogative. That's completely fine. I'm not going to say anything about it. That isn't really controversial. But Ranboo made a couple of jokes about the square video format, and people immediately associated this with TommyInnit, and people were outraged. But let's see what Ranboo actually said in this clip.
Guys, I think we need to get a little bit serious here. Alright? There's only one way that I know how to make things serious.
You know, immediately straight off the bat, regardless if this is about TommyInnit square videos or whatever, just mocking a video concept is completely fine. Nobody should give a flying shit about this whatsoever. This is a complete non-issue. If Ranboo wants to make a joke about it, that is completely fine. And I mean, on top of that as well, Ranboo is somebody who has done one of these square videos before, where they sat down and spoke to the audience about something they were going through. So who ultimately gives a shit at the end of the day when they're literally mocking something they've done themselves? Realistically here, if Ranboo has done one of these videos in the past, they are most likely taking the piss out of themselves. And even if they're not, nobody should give a shit about this. This is such a non-issue.
I just want to say that I really appreciate you guys. Alright? And, you know, that, your guys' support has just meant a lot to me these last Ranboo days. And, you know, it's just... I've been... Whoa! Thank you so much, Starlight Legion, for the 5 gifted. I just wanted to say that, you know, things have been, you know, just a little bit tough. All right? I've been struggling with my mental health. You know.
To me, so far, I think it's a big leap in logic and a big stretch to suggest that Ranboo would possibly be making fun of TommyInnit here. And even if that was the case, why do you care? He's allowed to do that. TommyInnit has put that content out there publicly. People can have their say, people can mock it. But ultimately, I do genuinely believe that Ranboo is most likely just mocking something that he did himself. And look, maybe you're someone who just finds it uncomfortable to make a joke about this type of topic. That's your prerogative at the end of the day, but Ranboo isn't even saying anything outrageous here, so I just genuinely don't get what all the fuss is about. That's honestly a large amount of this Minecraft drama at the moment to do with these people. It's people blowing things out of proportion. These fans getting annoyed over absolutely nothing and fueling a drama that just isn't there. They won't point out obvious critiques to do with these content creators, but will happily do something like this, blowing this out of proportion and complaining about something like this.
And it's just, you know, I just want to unload that onto you guys in a way that will, you know, just have you feel sympathy for me. So, like, I just, you know, your guys' support just really means the world.
I mean, even if Ranboo is just talking about himself and using some self-deprecating humor here, I don't even necessarily disagree with the joke point about, you know, these videos a lot of the time being very much sympathy baiting. Yes, they're getting their feelings about their own mental health and their own situations out in the public, but to me, it very much does scream sympathy baiting and feel bad for me, look what I'm going through.
And I just wanted to say, like, you know, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you guys for all the, you know, because I care. I care. We care. All right? All right? So just remember that. The next time you're watching my content, that I care about you. Just remember that. All right, no, serious part over. Who wants to come for all the serious bits?
Ultimately, after this was said on stream, lots of people decided to clip this up and connect the dots to TommyInnit. Lots of people jumped to this assumption that Ranboo was specifically talking about TommyInnit here and making fun of him. Again, it's such a non-issue because even if he was making fun of TommyInnit for the square videos, Ranboo has literally done the same thing because there's always going to be a level of self-deprecation there. The user tweets out saying, "Why is Ranboo being a weirdo, Lamar?" I asked what's going on, and they put mocking TommyInnit's square videos and basically calling Tommy parasocial to his fans, even though Ranboo used to have a vent channel in his public DC server where only he vented. It's just childish and hypocritical, lol. Now, I know this might be adventurous and not as disingenuous as you're trying to frame, but maybe instead of it being hypocritical, maybe that's the point, taking piss out of himself and him even doing square content in the past. And the joke is mocking Tommy's mental health. They deadass just kept going, oh my fucking god. I mean, ultimately, Ranboo wasn't making fun of Tommy's mental health. He was mocking the idea of square videos and venting to the audience, something that he's done in the past. This is just simply a joke. There is nothing more deep here. I think it's disingenuous to say otherwise and frame it in this light. Ranboo wasn't sitting here making fun of TommyInnit's personal experiences and something he's gone through. He's not actively mocking TommyInnit's mental health. Get a grip. Someone with sense put, guys, they're referencing their own video, calm down. I do genuinely love that TommyInnit fans and all these other people immediately just went to the most disingenuous route that they possibly could. Not the fact that maybe, just maybe, Ranboo was just mocking the idea of square content, maybe himself, just talking about it in general and having a laugh, but instead went to this idea that they were actively mocking TommyInnit's mental health instead of something like this, a possibility like this. I find it just so hilarious. Ranboo actually came out to make a couple of responses over on their Tumblr page. Getting a lot of asks about the square box bit I did today, and I just want to say I was joking about my own video I made / past shit I've done and really nothing else. Not everything I do has something to do with other creators, y'all. There isn't nothing to say this isn't exactly what Ranboo was doing. People are just framing this as an incredibly disingenuous lie and an excuse to mock and go towards Ranboo. I mean, regardless, even if they were trying to also mock TommyInnit with this, they are also mocking themselves. They aren't just personally targeting TommyInnit like lots of these people are spinning the narrative to be. Who then stated, "I'm so tired of any time I do shit, people are consistently trying to find connections to other people that just aren't there so they can get upset. Just let me be and move on." And I mean, this can apply to a lot of the Minecraft drama I've recently covered. Lots of these fan bases just spin things in a malicious way to find a reason to target one of these Minecraft YouTubers and be disingenuous. Realistically, what Ranboo said as comedy should be nothing more than just a funny tweet that somebody has clipped up to put out there for the sake of it. Nobody should be really attacking Ranboo for this. I think it's just completely unnecessary and lots of these people are being incredibly disingenuous. But ultimately, that's where I'm going to leave it. This situation is a nothing burger situation. This is just another thing where fans have maliciously twisted things, been disingenuous, and gone after a creator for that. I honestly do feel bad for Ranboo in this situation. They weren't sitting there actively mocking TommyInnit, making fun of TommyInnit's experiences with their mental health. They were just mocking this whole square mental health type concept as a video, something they've done in the past. But unfortunately, in the Minecraft community, it's like a scene or something to have a nuanced take. But everybody watching, what's your thoughts on this? Please feel free to comment down below. And once you're done, you want to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future Slop Meal content. But I've been your host Samuel, and I will catch you in the next Slopic video. Goodbye.